الدرس السادس عشر by going over and practicing, consolidating the rules by looking at the exercises therein, and just to practice them together, inshallah, as a group. So, as we've done in previous lessons as well, what you can do is answer the question on the microphone, but give like 5 seconds approximately for those who are not on the mic to type the answer, to type their contributions. After a few people type their contributions, inshallah, then we will be able to, and then someone can take the mic and give their answer, inshallah. In actual fact, one way that we did it in the past was to select various brothers for the questions. So maybe we'll do that as well. But even when we select someone for a question, then if you don't answer it straight away, think about the answer, get the answer prepared and ready. Just wait 5 seconds, 9 seconds, give the others a chance to type their contributions as well, and then you give your answer on the mic later. So we are here at Tamreen al-Thalith. We're going to go back to Tamreen al-Thalith. Now, most of you have done this already because this was set as homework during the course of Dars al-Sadis Ashar. And, okay, so now, if you're willing to answer questions on the mic, can I ask you to put your hands up? Because a lot of brothers have the mic, but some of your names are new. So I'm conscious of the time. I don't want to, ask someone to take the mic and then he's not willing to take it. And I don't know that he's not willing to take it. So if you're willing to take the mic, just go for the option where it says raise hand. And then I'll be able to call on you, inshallah, to answer a question. Okay, that's fine.
I'm trying to find it.
Only one brother so far?
I'm trying to find where it's at.
Okay. Well, I know that you're there. That's fine. Good. Alhamdulillah. And Abu Maimun, have you been keeping up with the lessons? Have you reached up to this point in Al-Kitab al-Thani? Yeah. Are you with us on where we are?
Somewhat. It's been kind of, following, but the consistency with connection of the internet has been hard. So
yeah. Are you going to be okay to attempt these questions, inshallah, on the mic with us?
Bismillah. I'll do my best.
Good. Fantastic. Khair. So I don't know where the hands went. I saw some hands, now they disappeared.
I know. I don't know where the hands is at either. I'm trying.
Ron's hand was there. Yeah, and I saw Adil. I think I saw Adil's hand. So let's go with number 1. We'll go for Imran. Number 2 will be with Habib. Number 3 will be with Abu Maimun. Number 4 with Abu Hassan. Sayyid.
Okay, number 3 is who?
It's only 4 hands I can see so far. I have to assume. Good. Abdul Kareem, you can take number 5, please. Saqib, take number 6, please. Good. Khair. I have to assume Adil and Akram are doing it. Akram, you can take number 7, please. Adil, you take number 8, please. Zayd. Zayd, yours is number 9. Oh, I know. Okay. And Ahmed D, taking the mic today? So number 1, so the question says ضع في الفراغ فيما يلي الفعل أو الفعل يريد بعد إسناده إلى الضمائر المناسبة. So basically you have to use the verb يريد, but use it with the correct ضمير. So you have yurid, which is for huwa. You have turid, which is for anta. Could also be for hiya, right? Hiya turid and anta turid. You could also have turiduna, which is for antum. It could be yuriduna, which is for what? Hum. So yuridu, huwa yuridu. Anta turidu, or also hiya turidu. Antum turiduna. Hum yuriduna. How about nurid?
Nurid. That means we.
Aywa. So you say nahnu.
Now,
Nahnu nurid. And these are just a few examples just to get your mind ticking.
no, alhamdulillah, you reminded me of this. This is blessing because I was a little lost a little bit, but then it refreshed me what you just wrote there. Alhamdulillah, help out.
So these are only 5. We have a bunch more, and you'll be reminded of them as well as we go through, inshallah. So number 1, I think it was Imran. Wait 5 seconds before you say your answer, and the rest of you, I'd like you to type your answer, okay, in the chat box. Okay, so type your answer, please, for number 1. 5 seconds.
Where's the chat box at?
Imran.
ماذا تريدون يا إخوان؟
أحسنت. ماذا تريدون يا إخوان؟ أحسنت. طيب. Whose was number 2?
It's mine.
That's 5 seconds, please, before you give an answer. Give everyone a chance to type the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead.
أختي تريد هذا القلم.
أحسنت. Why did you choose تريد?
Because here أختي is here.
Because أختي is here. أختي تريد هذا القلم. And what's the إعراب of القلم? Why is it منصوب?
It's بدل for هذا.
أحسنت. بدل من هذا. And what's the إعراب of هذا?
منصوب.
لماذا؟
مفعول به.
أحسنت. مفعول به منصوب. جيد. طيب. Number 3, I think this was with Abu Maymoon, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, just give everyone 5 seconds so they can type the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. تفضل أخي.
This is
I'll be honest, it's not an easy one. So,
yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Go ahead. Bismillah. Got some contributions. Only one person in the contributions got them right so far.
Okay. Would it be نريد هذا الجمالة يا ليلى? No.
No.
No. This is for Layla. Okay.
Anybody else?
تريدون
تريدون Abu Maymoon says. Adil, go ahead.
No, not تريدون.
أتريدين.
أحسنت. أتريدين. Why did you choose تريدين?
لأنه مخاطب.
المخاطب مؤنث. يس أحسنت. يا ليلى أنت تريدين. أتريدين أنت هذه المجلة يا ليلى. أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Whose was number 4?
Yes.
Abdul Hassan, give 5 seconds, please. Go ahead, everyone, for number 4, please. Don't type your answer. Don't be shy, make mistakes, no problem. Just give it your best. Just type something quickly as an answer for number 4. Interesting. Interesting contributions. طيب تفضل أخي.
الصحيفة تريد أم مجلة يا أخي؟
أحسنت. Does yours say يا أخي? Mine says يا سيدي.
Well, my book says يا أخي.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, on the board
We'll
it
go with
says يا.
yours.
Okay, on the board it says يا سيدي.
يا سيدي. So why did you choose تريد? Why did you choose تريد أخي؟
مخاطب.
مذكر مخاطب
مذكر.
مخاطب مذكر مفرد جيد. أحسنت. صحيفة تريد أنت. It means أنت مخاطب. بارك الله فيك. Who's number 5?
Myself.
5 seconds, please.
Yeah.
Just give everyone a chance to answer. You can please type your answer for number 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go, please.
Yeah. أنا أريد أشياء كثيرة من السوق.
أحسنت. أنا أريد أشياء كثيرة. Why does كثيرة have tanween on it? Or mansoob rather.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
No problem. Who has the answer to that question? كثيرة. If you don't know, no problem. Some brothers, they've joined the course midway. No problem. This is the reason why you find people being able to answer their question, obviously, because they're used to the question style, and we've been answering these questions for quite a number of units before us. So if you don't know the answer, it doesn't mean that you don't know Arabic or you don't know anything, or you feel bad. None of that. Don't worry. The time will come where you will know it, especially if you hear it often, inshallah. So who has the answer for that, please?
السلام عليكم أستاذ.
عليكم السلام أخي الكريم. تفضل.
من فضلك not من أشياء يعني not of أشياء.
Not of أشياء. كثيرة is not of أشياء. So not usually follows in every way. It follows in the i'rab of mansoob or majroor or marfu. It also follows of whether it's ma'rifah or nakira. If there's tanween, usually it's going to be tanween. If there's only one dhamma or fatha kasra, it's only going to be one. So why does this one have 2 and the previous word has 1? أشياء.
Because of ممنوع من الصرف.
أيوة أحسنت. Which one is ممنوع من الصرف?
أشياء.
بارك الله فيك. أشياء is mansoob from أريد. أريد أنا. أريد أشياء. This is مفعول به منصوب. جيد. وعلامة نصبه الفتحة. جيد. فتحة واحدة لأنها ممنوعة من الصرف. جيد. ممنوعة من الصرف. أشياء is on the same pattern, same wazn of أفعلاء. Okay. And this is the same as أصدقاء. And this is all in book 1. Okay, don't get mesmerized. This is easy stuff in book 1. You've done it, inshallah. Otherwise, just go and revise it, no problem. أصدقاء. Anything on that pattern in the plural will have only one dhamma, which is ممنوع من الصرف. أصدقاء. Basically, and then the Arabs they changed it to make it easy to pronounce, and it became أشياء ممنوع من الصرف. When it's mansoob, it will only take 1 fatha. So therefore, كثيرة is not of أشياء. كثيرة will take its 2 fathas because that's not ممنوع من الصرف. طيب أحسنتم. أنا أريد أشياء كثيرة من السوق. بارك الله فيك. Who was number 6, please?
ماذا
عفوا. طيب. Who is it? Saqib or Sajjad? Saqib, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Just give everyone 5 seconds so they can type the answer for number 6. Number 6, please. 1, 2, 3 4 5 تفضل.
ماذا تريدن يا أخواتي؟
ما شاء الله أحسنت. ماذا تريد يا أخواتي. أحسنتم. I see some nice answers coming in, mashallah, in the contributions, in the chats. Fantastic. Well done. Keep it up. And if you're making mistakes, no problem. It's a chance to reflect and to think. Although I would have thought that most of you would have done this already, as it was set as homework in the previous lessons. Don't feel that because Google Classroom hasn't been as up to date as it was early in the course, that you don't have to do homework. And this is just, teacher is just setting homework for the sake of it. No, it's self-study. Go ahead. Do that. Inshallah, you'll get feedback eventually. Or in an opportunity like this, feedback is coming. Number 7, who was it?
نحن
Was it Sajjad, was it? Akram?
نحن نريد مصحفا صغيرا.
طيب أحسنت. نحن نريد مصحفا صغيرا. أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Number 8, please. 5 seconds. Type your answers. 1 2 3 4 5. تفضل أخي الكريم.
الطلاب يريدون دفاترهم.
أحسنت. الطلاب يريدون دفاترهم. جيد. الطلاب يريدون دفاترهم. بارك الله فيك. And this shows الطلاب relates to whom يريدون. طيب, number 9, type your answers please. 1 2 3 4 5. تفضل. Who's this number 9?
المدرسات يريدن
التباشير.
تباشير.
أحسنت. المدرسات يردن. Who was that? Just that read the answer, please. Who was it that just read number 9? Afwan, whose voice was it that just read number 9? المدرسات يردن التباشير. طيب, لا بأس. التباشير, what does it mean? This is basically a word which has almost become extinct. All right, I think it goes with some of those extinct animals. Or no, maybe that's extreme to say that. At-tabashira has gone with the zaman, it's gone with times. Chalk, yes. The only thing people do with chalk now, I think, is eat it. We used to have some teachers, they would eat chalk. They would write with it and also take a bite out of it. Chalk. Do people still use chalk for anything these days?
Not really.
Maybe in some industries?
On school or on the sidewalks to play games.
Yeah, there you go. They're still using it. Maybe children are still using it to draw on the pavement. Abu Maymun, on the pavement.
Yes. I say sidewalk, pavement. They do it all. Okay. I was just a UK versus US joke. Pavement. Yes, I caught that late though.
طيب. And التمرين العاشر, السؤال العاشر, الجملة العاشرة. Just type the answers, please. تفضل. Who had it? I think it was Zaid, was it? Or was it Ahmed? I don't remember. I think Zaid was number 9 and Ahmed was number 10. Neither of them I can see on the list. Maybe they're further down. You guys still have your mics? Are you still with us? Ahmed Dean, are you taking number 10? Zaid.
المدير
المدير.
يكتب قائمة أسماء الطلاب.
Afwan again, please.
المدير يكتب قائمة أسماء الطلاب.
That makes sense, but isn't it? I think it's only for the word yuridu.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Isn't the word
المدير يريد قائمة أسماء الطلاب.
أحسنت. المدير يريد. Apologies for the handwriting there. That's terrible. That looks like yar yar. Delete that. The dal is looking the same as the ra. That shouldn't be the case. So basically, you got the ya there, and the ra comes below the line. You read, and the ya comes back on the line again, and the dal finishes on the line as well. يريد المدير يريد قائمة أسماء الطلاب. Why does أسماء have a kasra and why only one kasra? Zaid.
I don't know.
Oh, Zaid. Zaid, I was relying on you to answer that. That was
مضاف مضاف إليه.
who is it? Sajjad. مضاف
مضاف.
Hey, where's the مضاف? Where's the مضاف إليه?
قائمة مضاف وهو أسماء مضاف إليه وهو مضاف.
بارك الله فيك. أسماء is مضاف إليه. And at the same time is مضاف to الطلاب. بارك الله فيك. And that's why it's got a kasra because it relates to قائمة. And it only has one kasra because it is annexed to الطلاب. بارك الله فيكم. جيد.
I apologize. I'm trying to struggle with this right now.
Yeah, I can imagine. Don't worry, you've jumped in at the middle end, and
Yeah.
there's a lot that's happened. And
But I pretty much understand, the word because I'm familiar with the word and so forth. So.
Alhamdulillah. طيب, let's continue. Let's keep going. So we have now the colors. We have over here. It says قلم أحمر عقيبة حمراء. So the colors take this pattern. أفعل, that's in mudhakkar form, masculine form, and then when it's a mu'annath, then the pattern becomes fa'la'u. Now let's just apply that ruling. So you have over here, it says, okay, I'll use a word that's not written there. Daru, using the same color as the color. Akhdaru. So then the fa of the kalima is the kha, the ain of the kalima is the dad, lam of the kalima is the ra. So now you can take that, the fa, the ain, and the lam of the kalima, use those same three letters. Kha, dad, ra, khad, and then add the alif and the hamza at the end. Khad, راء ممنوع من الصرف. خضراء. جيد. Zaid, I'll come to your question, inshallah. I'll get the answer to that and I'll come to it, okay? I don't think I have an answer for it, to be honest, except that it is, we'll talk about it later, inshallah, once I have a clear answer. أخضر خضراء. جيد. قلم أحمر حقيبة حمراء. تفضل أخي أبو ميمون, can you read this please?
شعر أسود أسود
أسود
أسود لحية سوداء
لحية
لحية سوداء.
سوداء. Barakallahu feek. So these are the colors. And colors usually they describe things, so they're going to be na'at. So when the na'at is describing mudhakkar, then you say aswadu or ahmaru or akhdaru. When the color, the na'at is describing mu'annath, then you go on the other pattern, fa'la'u, khadra'u, hamra'u, sawda'u. جيد؟ Okay. فضل أخي حبيب.
Yes, yeah. Mindilun abyadu warakatun baydawu.
بارك الله فيك. عبد الكريم.
يا شيخ ملف أصفر سيارة صفراء.
أحسنت. صفراء. جيد. أبو حسن.
قميص أخضر شجرة خضراء.
أحسنت. شجرة خضراء. عادل.
رجل أسمر امرأة سمراء.
بارك الله فيك. رجل. عفوا again please.
رجل أسمر امرأة سمراء.
سمراء. And samra'u, what does that color mean?
Brown.
Barakallahu feek. It's a brownish color. See it? Or maybe tanned or something like that. طيب, this is just a reading exercise. Let's read. Abu Amir, are you okay to read? Number 1.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. تفضل.
شهر رأسي أسود ولحيتي بيضاء.
أحسنت. أكرم, number 2 please.
أريد قلما أزرق وحقيبة حمراء.
Why in this one is dhamma? In this one is fatha.
قلما أزرق ممنوع من الصرف أشرق.
But it's mamnu min al-sarf in both cases, right? It hasn't changed.
Yeah.
But the question is, why dhamma in number 1 but in fatha in number 2?
هذا رأسي قلما أزرق.
Somebody help?
أزرق is مفعول به.
Azraka is maf'ulun bihi. طيب.
أسود.
Are you sure it's maf'ulun bihi?
Not.
It's not. Not of maf'ulun bihi. Maf'ulun bihi is qalam. And it's describing the qalam. Qalam is maf'ulun bihi mansoob. So we need a na'at which is also mansoob. Azraka. طيب. And the first one, aswadu.
Ras. رأسي.
Anyone? The answer to this is khabar. Barakallahu feek. Is khabar. Sha'ru ra'si. Yeah, this will be considered. Yeah, sha'r. This is the mubtada, and aswadu. This is the khabar describing the sha'r. Wallahu a'lam. طيب. تفضل أخي Imran, number 3 please.
أريد قلما أزرق وحقيبة حمراء.
Okay, but you read number 2, number 3. Like I taught you that this is how they write it, but when the typewriter types it like that. 2 and 3. Next one, please.
عفوا سوري عفوا.
الجملة الثالثة.
هو أسمر وزوجته أيضا سمراء.
جيد. هو أسمر. So you're going to give the emphasis in that way. هو أسمر وزوجته أيضا سمراء. بارك الله فيك. Muhammad Farouk, are you okay to number 4? If anyone's not happy with taking the mic, you can drop the mic. You don't have to accept it. Father Muhammad Farouk. No, Sajjad, number 4.
سيارة المدير خضراء وسيارة المدرس بيضاء.
Barakallah feek. Number 5 is with Sultan. Are you okay to read it? Number 5. الخامس الجملة الخامسة. No. تفضل أخي أبو بكر. You okay? No problem. Yusuf. We gotta be
sorry,
quick.
brother. I was trying to fix the mic.
Okay.
Do you want to read number 5? Yeah.
Number الجملة الخامسة.
Okay. بسم الله. هذه البقرة سوداء جميلة.
Why is it with one dhamma here?
هذا نعت ومنعوت.
بارك الله فيك. Where's the منعوت?
سوداء.
That's the na'at, definitely. That's the na'at, yeah?
Oh, so بقرة. البقرة.
And do we say that this one here is mamnu' min as-sarf? That's why it only has one dhamma?
I'm not sure.
We won't say it because it has alif or lam. And mamnu' min as-sarf means doesn't take tanween. And when it's alif or lam, it's out of the discussion. Where is the khabar in al-jumla al-khamisa?
البقرة وجميلة. جميلة is the خبر.
The khabar, all of this is together. هذه البقرة السوداء, all of that is the mubtada. And then جميلة is the khabar. Fadl Akhi Sultan, you happy to take the mic? You're welcome to. If you can't take it, no problem.
Having trouble with my mic.
No problem. Alhamdulillah, you found it.
Nah.
Hope you didn't find it on the sidewalk.
لا
أهلا ومرحبا.
نعم.
تفضل.
ما أجمل هذه الزهرة الحمراء.
أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Tell me about the sentence. What do you know about it?
لا أدري.
طيب لا. Who can tell me something about this الجملة السادسة? What is this mim alif? What is this ma? Is it ma النافية? Is it ma الاستفهام? Is it ma الموصولة?
مع التعجب.
أحسنت. What is it ma التعجبية. تعجبية. That's what it is. ما تعجبية. Where you're showing surprise. ما أجمل. And فعل تعجب فعل التعجب is always going to be mansoob, has a fatha on it. Actually, I'm saying mansoob. I don't know right now whether it's mansoob or whether it is mabni. ما أجمل هذه الزهرة. الزهرة, that's مفعول به from أجمل. And الحمراء, what does that have fatha on it?
That's not.
ايوه احسنت, that's not. جيد. Question. When can we use turidatun? I don't think that's, we can't use turidatun. I don't know that to be any particular version that we have. As for the other question, I don't know the answer to that. Red skin, and what does it refer to? طيب, عفوا. الجملة السابعة. Who do we have that hasn't read for some time? Rashad? Is that a brother's name? Yeah, is that a brother with us? Rashad? No problem. Yusuf? We're going to keep the flow, brothers, so we just have your mics ready. Abdul Kareem, go ahead.
هاتي ورقة بيضاء.
Barakallah feek. Habib, number 8.
Yes, yeah. Liman هذه السيارة لمن هذه سيارة صفراء.
Barakallah feek. And Akram, number 9.
9.
هذا دفتر ذو الغلاف الأصفر لك يا حفصة.
يا حفصتي.
حفصتي.
يا حفصة. Are you going to follow me around the park?
حفصة.
Why? لماذا؟
لأنه يعني ياء النداء.
بارك الله فيك. وحفصة منادى مبني على الضمة.
أيوه.
مبني على الضمة. أين المبتدأ وأين الخبر في هذه الجملة دي؟ Do we say هذا الدفتر is مبتدا and ذو الخلاف الأصفر is lucky يا حفصة is خبر, or do we say something else? Anybody?
هذا الدفتر ذو الغلاف الأصفر is مبتدا.
أحسنت. والخبر?
I think lucky.
بارك الله فيك. Lucky. أحسنت. And how do you know that all of this is mubtada?
Because hada is the real mubtada, ad-daftar is badal, dhu is na'at, then al-ghilaf is again na'at, and al-asfar is again na'at. I think so, Ustad.
Yeah, no, you're right. So all of this, ad-daftaru is the badal of hada, dhu is the na'at of ad-daftaru, al-ghilaf is the na'at of dhu, al-asfaru is the na'at of ghilaf. So all of that is ma'rifah. Ma'rifah fi ma'rifah, all of them. And then you have the khabar to that sentence.
MashaAllah.
If someone says, is this yellow folder, and then stops.
Huh. That's not correct.
Or, you expect him to say something.
Yep.
So you expect him to say something like, yours is this yellow folder. Yours, that's the khabar. If someone says, is this yellow folder, and then stops talking, you know that something is missing. Probably in more places than one.
Ustad, one doubt.
تفضل أخي. You mean
Even
a
though I
question?
told the answer, but Zul Ghilafi is Mulaf Mulaf ilayhi, right?
It is.
But I told Naat of Zu.
أيوة
Al-Ghilaf
صحيح.
is not the Zu.
Ahsan, I made a mistake. I said Na'at. I think I was going Na'at crazy.
Me too.
Dhu is going to be the Na'at of the word that comes before it.
Daftaru.
Yeah, so Dhu always has a Na'at before it and a Mudafun ilay after it.
Yeah.
See? So Al-Ghilaf is Mudafun ila Dhu. But because it has Alif wa Lam and is Ma'rifah, then you know that this whole thing, Dhul Ghilaf, together, is describing Ad-Daftaru, which has Alif wa Lam as well. And therefore you know that it's not the Khabar. طيب Al-Ashir, and this is with Abu Hamza Ayman.
ما أجملت تلك الشجرة الخضراء التي أمام الجامعة.
أمام
الجامعة.
Your sound is cutting out at the vital part. It's like you're muting your mic on purpose.
أمام الجامعة.
Just say it. Just say it. It's probably going to be right. أمام الجامعة. T. Ahsan. Is that what you're going to say, Iman?
Yes, sir.
أيوة بارك الله فيك. طيب, why is this اسم موصول مؤنث?
Because الشجرة is مؤنث.
It's referring to الشجرة. And why is الشجرة منصوب?
ممنوع من الصرف.
It's not ممنوع من الصرف because it has ألف واللام. So that's not.
That's badal for the
مفعول به from أجمل.
Yeah, but how about تلك then? تلك is actually مفعول به. تلك is مفعول به. And الشجرة is بدل of تلك.
بدل. Yeah.
Now, for those of you who are maybe you just came recently into the lesson, or today you came or last class, you might not be up to speed with badal. Technically speaking, الشجرة is like it's مفعول به. It's the same thing. It's from ajmala, from the verb. Okay, but because there is ism ishara before it, then that's the one that takes the ruling of maf'ulun bihi, and this is called badal, meaning tilka is referring to a shajara, and shajara is tilka. It's one and the same. But you don't say maf'ulun bihi and then maf'ulun bihi again, because there's another ruling in Arabic language with certain verbs, where certain verbs they take two maf'ulun bihis. Okay, maf'ulun awwal and maf'ulun thani, and that's going to come like later on, inshallah, in the series, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So that's why you don't say tilka is maf'ulun bihi, and then ash-shajara is also maf'ulun bihi. So this is badal, it's just a grammatical terminology, badal min tilka. جيد. الخضراء.
أستاذ, just one question. في هذه الجملة ما أجمل تلك الشجرة, الأجمل الفعل, هل هذا فعل أو هذا يعني comparison, the thing which is used for comparison, isn't it?
So to answer that question, I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
ما هذه الماء?
ما ما, okay, so this is this ma al-ta'jibiyya, which is
بارك الله فيك, the same one that we had over here.
طيب.
ما أجمل هذه الزهرة الحمراء And we said that ma,
عجيبية.
could it be ma al-istifham? Could it be ma al-mawsula? Could it be ma al-nafiya? Could it be ma al-ta'ajjubiyya? And when we saw that if we had fi'l al-ta'ajjub after it, yeah, and we know that this, when we see that this is ma al-ta'ajjubiyya, then we know that this is fi'l al-ta'ajjub.
Okay. So the reason ash-shajara has become mansub is because of ma at-ta'ajjubiyya?
Yeah, because of the fi'l al-ta'ajjub. Because the fi'l is still doing its action.
Right.
Yeah, it's like there's something to be surprised about.
Okay.
Okay.
جيد.
بارك الله
فهمت.
فيك.
جزاك الله خير.
أحسنت أخي كل question جزاك الله خيرا. طيب. Okay, so here we have your turn to free practice, where you have to choose your colors. So number one, I'll ask 5 seconds while others type the answers. And so, Abu Maymoon, are you okay with number one? Just give him 5 seconds, please, to type the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't see many people typing. So here, basically, you have to choose the color. Choose a color, put it in here, and put it in here. It's either going to be mudhakkar or it's going to be mu'annath. طيب. Abu Maymoon says,
شعر رأسك
so we need a color. So
أسود
أسود بارك الله فيك.
لحيتك أسود.
لحيتك is mu'annath, so the na'at is also going to be mu'annath. So you might say, for example, Sawda,
Okay, thank you. Yes.
which is mu'annath of aswadu. Zaid, number 2, please. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. تفضل.
حقيبتي صفراء.
أحسنت. Zaid has a yellow bag, huh? MashaAllah.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. The mic is back. I like that, Imran. Good improvisation. Couldn't find Hamza. طيب. Adil, number 3.
هاتي كلما أزرق وورقة بيضاء.
بارك الله فيك. أزرق وورقة. What did you say?
بيضاء.
أحسنت. بيضاء. The word بيضاء is actually in the Quran, right? Where is it? I was trying to. I was searching for some ayat earlier to match with our lesson, and one of the
Surah A'raf 108.
So the Araf, is it? 108.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Ahsant. Were you looking at my notes?
We can't see them.
I can't see them either.
There's actually quite a lot. It's the story of Musa alayhi salam, where Allah Ta'ala gave him signs. One of his signs was his hand, and he removed it from his garment, from inside of his garment, from his jayb. It would تخرج بيضاء ونزع يده فإذا هي بيضاء للناظرين.
Can you Ustaz, can you make that a little bigger, that the ayat?
Yeah, let me see if it works.
I wear glasses, it's hard to see.
No, let me see if this. No, I'm not.
Ooh,
It looks like I'm not able to.
okay. If you could provide the number, then I'll look it up myself, inshallah.
This is Surah Al-A'raf, which
Okay.
is the seventh surah, ayah 108. Yeah, inshallah, we'll. So possibly next lesson we're going to be recapping from Ad-Dars al-Hadi Ashar up to Ad-Dars al-Sadis Ashar, and also reference some of the ayat in the Quran which match the things that some of the vocabulary and rules that we learnt, inshallah ta'ala. So we have, that will be in a much clearer document. Let's document, inshallah. Let's just take two more because it's time for salah over here. Sadiq, are you okay? Nice to see you again after a long time. My brother, if you're okay with number 4, then please, Bismillah.
Inshallah. نحن نكتب بالقلم الأسود والمدرس يكتب بالقلم الأحمر.
أحسنت. نحن نكتب بالقلم الأسود والمدرس يكتب بالقلم الأحمر. أحسن الله إليك. How now, if we said that the colors, they are mamnu' min as-sarf, so how do we have these two colors with the kasra?
Because of the alif and lam.
أحسنت يا أخي صادق بارك الله فيك. Because these words, they're not in the discussion of mamnu' min as-sarf because they have alif or lam, and mamnu' min as-sarf is being discussed when there's no alif and lam, meaning mamnu' min at-tanween. The word does not take tanween, and that's why it's taking an alternative, which is a dhamma or fatha. Saqib, could you do number 5 for us, please, and then we'll close it there, inshallah. Saqib? Okay, 5 seconds is up.
سيارتي سوداء وسيارة زميلي حمراء.
أحسنت. سيارتي سوداء وسيارة زميلي حمراء. أحسن الله إليكم جميعا. جزاكم الله خيرا. And بإذن الله تعالى, we will continue inshallah on يوم الخميس, Thursday بإذن الله تعالى. A lot of stuff happening in this lesson. We've been over it once. We didn't get obviously a chance to go over it all again in the exercises, but that's your responsibility. Don't let go, particularly the exercises. Go over them again and again. And as I said, as a suggestion to you guys before, if you have a textbook, it's better not to write in the textbook, because then you can never go back and do the exercise again. It's over. Then that just becomes like a workbook. But what you should do is have a separate notepad or notebook where you're writing the answers, and then every time you look at the textbook, you look with a fresh pair of eyes and you answer the questions with a fresh mind, rather than reading your previous answers. There's no learning going to be taking place over there, or minimal learning. So I would suggest that you go over these exercises. Practice will only improve you. Inshallah, we've seen that in so many people around us. Practice makes perfect is a true statement. There's no perfection, but at least practice makes better, as some people have said. بإذن الله تعالى يوم الخميس في الساعة السابعة والنصف بإذن الله تعالى. والله أعلم وصلى اللهم وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله
وعليكم السلام
وبركاته.
ورحمة الله.
جزاك الله خير يا أستاذ.
بارك الله فيك. بارك الله فيكم.
So, Ustad Muzammil, were there any questions that we missed? I don't think so, right? There was a couple of questions. I didn't have the answers for those. So if I can get the answer, then we'll talk about it next time, inshallah. I think mostly it was participation
Yeah.
and answers.
MashaAllah. Yeah.
Allahu Barak. Tayyib. I'll leave you
Jazakallah
guys to
khair,
it.
Ustad.
Hafidhakallah. Allah barak fi.